All right, it's your boy again, Derek, aka Parish Nyakwar Jamoko. You know what we do every day, every time you see this thing is on. This PNJ podcast, and we welcome you to another episode of PNJ podcast. As always, we always talk about health. And I want to know wherever you are, what time you're watching this, how was your day, how is your morning, how is your evening, and how are you faring at the moment? So with me, kama kawaida, how we always host the show, kama kawaida, kama kawa, my guy had
Mr. Dennis, aka Mr. 23. Yeah, nice to meet you guys. I hope mmeshinda fiti through your week. Until now it's the weekend. I'm also good manze. Baridi tu ndio imekuja kidogo dere.
Baridi imepita bana, una winter imeanza kuingia huko kwa nyumba na tuko na hoodie man. Winter imeingia. Baridi imeanza kuingia. It is that time of the month, you know what I'm saying?
No one saying.
Tunasemanga, you know what I'm saying? We are not in states lakini you have to talk like them, you know what I'm saying? It is that time of the month, and every day you just have to keep yourself healthy, and you have to be healthy at all time, yeah? You feel me? Yeah, Dennis, you feel me?
You feel me?
So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining this show again today. So today, it is happening in Kenya. It is a tough situation in Kenya, and I feel like the government should come in and help us. Dennis, drought. Turkana, umeona Turkana.
Yeah,
people are dying, livestock wanakufa.
Yeah, specifically Turkana.
Turkana.
Yeah. According to my research, apparently it's being said that the drought in Turkana, it's an effect of how do we call this, scarce supply of water through Lake Victoria. I mean Lake Turkana. Lake Turkana it's been said like it's the biggest, the largest,
one of the largest lakes
one of the largest desert lakes in the world. And it has a big problem. Apparently it's drying up.
It's drying up at the moment. That's why it's drying at the moment. That's why there's a lot of drought in Turkana.
Yes. You know water is life, bro. Maji ni uzima, bro. Maji ni uzima. So bila maji shamba zetu hazitakuwa na nini, hakutakuwa na any harvest. Watu wataoga, watu watapika kwa nyumba ugali,
livestock yako watakunywa maji.
Maji inakuwa base ya kila kitu.
And the water, like the irrigation like hakutakuwa na vegetables, everything.
Bila maji hakuna hizo vitu zote. And what's causing Lake Turkana to dry up? To my research again, it's been said like there is a hydroelectric power dam being made in Ethiopia, that is. And the effect of the hydroelectric, how it's affecting Lake Turkana is that it's being made along River Omo.
River Omo, yes.
Yeah, along River Omo.
Alright.
So River Omo supplies like 80%
of water to Lake Turkana.
Yeah, of not just water, of fresh water to Lake Turkana.
Okay.
So the construction of the river dam the dam in Ethiopia through River Omo. So now it means that now since action is
like almost 100% of water ime convert to that.
Now it has converted to that project.
Hiyo project yenye wanatengeneza hapo along River Omo.
Yeah, exactly.
The hydrochloric hydroelectric
power dam. Yeah, so that's what it's affecting all this. So Lake Turkana is like almost dry. So that's why, so without water kutakuwa na drought, watu watakula, watu watapika. Yeah, and you know what, maji you hydrate mwili amse, so watu watakonda, livestock zitakufa, nothing manze,
hakuna kitu itakuwa hapo.
Ukiwa na food na hauna maji,
tuseme umekula mkate bila maji, si itakunywanga na ukufe
bana.
Utanyongwa
bana,
itakunyonga
na utanyuria.
So this is a very critical situation.
It's very
critical situation. So we are appealing with the government and let me tell you, Dennis, President Ruto recently he officially said that iyo situation is a national disaster. Iyo crisis is a national disaster. So it's like we need help.
We need
tunataka well wishers watusaidie mpaka akapil if we could get help Juzi tukaona Gachagua, the deputy president.
Tunaita mtu anapenda farming kwa Kiswahili tunamuitaje?
Mtu anapenda
farming kwa Kiswahili ni mshamba.
Farmer, ni farmer. So that guy the other day he appealed that they need help from well-wishers, from people, from Kenyan people, so that they can feed wale watu wenye wanakufa na nini na njaa, drought pale Turkana. Like it's so serious. Because niliona juzi, there was a kid I saw, I almost cried, Dennis.
There's no kid who's like...
There's this lady, she was an environmentalist. Her name is Wangari Maathai. Wangari Maathai was a very, like, alikuwa environmentalist. Alikuwa na fightia environment, unaona? She was one of the greatest environmentalists in Africa.
We've never recovered from somebody like her.
Let her soul rest in eternal peace. So if she would have been around, tungekuwa tunafightiwa. Hadi niliona some of the universities, including my former school, the Multimedia University of Kenya, tumeanza kuna project lenye watu wameanza, students wameanza zile za wanapanda miti. You know, if you ukipanda miti, the miti I was taught in primary, was it in primary or high school, that kama kuna ka forest where kuna trees nini there's a lot of rain in that place. So kukiwa na forest around, kukiwa na miti mingi, kutakuwa na mvua Kenya. At least hii drought ingekumeisha. But again, according to research, Dennis, I don't know if you can confirm this. According to research inasema that the drought, this imekuwa like the drought or the hunger in Turkana imekuwa caused na war between Ukraine and Russia that recently happened.
Yeah, the war between Russia and Ukraine. I cannot specifically like nijue inaingia wapi, but mi najua imeaffect vitu mingi.
Yeah, because wanasema like when this war, you see Russia is one of the countries that zina producing mafuta. So you get that when hii war ilikuwa ina happen, there was no export. So you get that bei za mafuta zinaenda juu. Ama mafuta za kupikia, when ukisikianga tu petroleum, hii ni mafuta ya kupikia, mafuta ya gari, kila mafuta. So unapata like watu they don't have that nini, hawana hiyo pesa ya supply. Demand iko mingi lakini supply iko chini. So ndio inaleta hii hunger, and then pia watu wanakufa. And then again, I didn't know about this dam. You've actually told me this. I didn't know about this dam that was being constructed. But I'm very sure if it is this dam, then basi hii ndio inaleta the drought in Turkana 100%.
Yes, umesikia like 80% of water comes from River Omo.
Yeah.
So 80% of water to 80% of fresh water to Lake Turkana.
Yes.
So now if the dam is being constructed, and it's not like any other normal dam, it's a hydroelectric. So hii inachukua power mingi, maji mingi, and you know pia power inaka mingi from water. Some powers zinakam kutoka kwa maji. So maji yote like it's now concentrated on that dam. So I don't know if na hii kitu yenye sisi wananchi tunaweza sema tunaihappen nini kitu sasa, the government is the one who's supposed to like advocate for us na ijue. That is if kama hiyo kenye tunaongelelea kama hiyo research ni hivyo vile tunasema. I'm not also sure about it, but according to
the research that you umefanya pale online mbili. So like, because I was wondering too, Dennis. I was really wondering because right now it's raining in Kenya.
Yeah, it's raining.
It's raining. So I was wondering how comes there's drought in Turkana, but it's raining in Kenya? Or is it that there are some parts of Kenya that are not, it's not raining, but and there are some parts of Kenya that people are crying like it's raining? So that it was bringing also questions to me.
Yeah, it might be like some parts are not raining. Yeah, that's a fact also. But in real sense, hata kama parts zingine hakuna mvua na parts zingine kuna mvua, hizi parts zenye kuna mvua maji inagawanyika na inatawanyika. So maji pia inafaa ikuwe imefika huko kama hiyo ndo that's the case. But supply ya maji Turkana na like 90% of maji Turkana supply wao wanatoka kutoka kwa Lake Turkana. So and now it's apparently it's drying up. So if it's drying up, there's no life in that area.
So like the juzi niliona the president pia, he did a very good job by the way. Kuna wali the previous day, like they said like we need help.
Yeah, sure.
We need tusaidiwe ku feed these people who are dying of hunger and drought in Turkana. Then the next day President Ruto, he sent like a chopper with food stuff up Turkana. A very big big up to our president, because that was a very great move.
He not only did that one, I saw also he sent like a jet to, I don't know, it's DRC or somewhere. I think it's DRC, Congo. It was full of food stuff and all that. So you can see he has a heart of like
he has, because you see, as a president, he has also to make sure that the people of Kenya, their health is 100% fit. Sure, yeah. However, even if we can't be 100% okay, at least let it be 80-70, right? Because let's say, like Dennis, there was a kid I saw in a video. I almost cried, bro. That kid was like, yani, I felt like the kid hasn't, like the kid hakuwa amekula for like a year.
Hey, Derek, usicheze na njaa. Njaa ni noma. Have you ever slept hungry without food? Have you ever slept hungry? Just for one day.
Did for one night, but I didn't, lakini sikulala vizuri. That's why mimi nilisema afadhali I spent the whole day njaa, lakini nisijaribu kulala njaa. So like a night haikuwa rahisi.
Unaweza imagine sasa watu wana go through nini? Na wazazi wao na livestock zao.
I saw that kid. Yeah. Yani that was so painful.
So very, very sad. This shouldn't be happening to especially children first of all.
Because like I was saying, the government should try. I'm not saying they're not trying. Yeah. They are really trying.
But they can always try.
Yeah, they're really harder. Yeah. But at the same time, they should look into the health of these people, because you never know. Hawa ndio watu wenye kesho wataenda hapo kuomba kura. Yeah, sure. Na wataweka kwa government.
That's the norm of angalia maslahi yao watu by
the governors.
Nobody deserves.
The senators. Nobody. They employed the MPs, the MCAs to represent them. Now, most of I'm not saying that they're doing it, Dennis, but you get that most of the time, kuna claims that nakujanga that unapata hii pesa, tuseme labda pesa imetumwa na tuseme kama UNICEF. UNICEF is an organization that it normally cares about kids. Okay, so it tumedo that sasa tumeona Turkana, Northern Kenya iko na shida hivi na hivi. Let's help by giving aid. Let's send this money. And then gava ikipata hii pesa, gava inachukua pesa inatuma kwa county government. County government instead ya kudistribute hii side ya hawa, unapata wazito wanaweka kwa mfuko.
Wazito noma, wazito wanakoga na shida moja tama. Wazito ni noma. Kama pesa uliona juzi walikuwa nakula pesa ya mask ban. Kama mask wanakula dishi ndio wataacha.
And that mask ni kitu yenye na nini health ya mwanadamu.
Hata wenyewe walikuwa wanahitaji mask hiyo time, lakini juu tu ya tamaa. Mimi nilishangaa manzi, tumefika mpaka point pesa ya mask. Yaani mask, supply ya mask tu ile tunavaa hivi.
Mtu anaweka kwa mfuko.
Amejiwekea na ana aibu, ataenda tengeze nao mansion aseme hii nilitengeneza kwa bidii yangu na ni pesa ya mask ya wananchi.
As much as we want to be greedy, let's not be greedy to other people's lives, because when you get greedy, somebody's suffering somewhere.
Not even somebody. These ones are lives of innocent people.
Very innocent people. Yeah. Like mimi nimekupigia kura nikakwambia we sasa unaenda kunirepresent pale. Then pesa yenye nafai kuja inisaidie huku unaweka kwa mfuko.
Unajiwekea.
It is very very painful and very shameful.
Mimi kwanza nasemaga, kwa nini niko na gari 9 kwa road ati nikienda tu pale parliament niko na gari 9 na kuna mtu gari 9 zinanifuata na kuna mtu pale nini Turkana analala njaa. Gari 9 kwanza ni za nini?
Na unapata gari moja kwa hizo gari 9, gari moja ni kitu mita 2, 2 million.
2 million gani? Lexus ni how much wewe fadhi?
Si ni 5 kuendelea.
5 mm kupanda. So ni ya nini? Kwanza have you ever had a case apart from these assassinations zenye zo happen like only once twice in a while, na hizo zinakuanga political oriented au kitu kama hiyo? How many times have you had like MP ama teme let's say MP, governor being attacked by robbers or something like. How many times have you had that?
Very rare.
It's not even very rare. Like it doesn't even happen. So gari 9 ni za nini? Za kwenda wapi? Tunaishi kwani maana watu saa zingine wana disappointing tu. Gari 9 unakimbia nazo wapi? Kwanza hao ndio wanavuka jam. In fact hao ndio wanaga adabu. So hata it's so annoying.
It's very sad, by the way. Very
so annoying and it's so sad.
Very sad.
Mtu ako na gari 9 kwa kaya divi na anajua tu kuna watu wanalala njama.
Sasa ona kumekauka Turkana.
Kauka.
Ng'ombe ya hawa watu wanakufa.
Manze, and then
wanadamu wenyewe wanakufa. Unaona, at least let's say maybe sometimes you unaweza sema that you can depend on, or you depend on your livestock. Kama ukiona kumekauka unachinja ng'ombe yako unakakula, lakini sasa ng'ombe pia wanakufa. Juzi nimeona
na utaichinja, utaosha na nini? Amaji hakuna bro. Utaosha, ukichinja kwani utaikula mbichi?
Sasa juzi nimeona pale there's an article I was reading, and then unaona like, and then it was followed by a video. Unaona mtu anasema that anataka kuuza ng'ombe yake anataka kuuza ng'ombe yake at a lower price, like ni kama ile ya bei ya kutupa. Juu hana pesa, there's nothing anaweza fanya, because hawa watu you get that sometimes wanakuanga pastoralist, nomads. Hawa watu ni kama anaweza toka na ng'ombe yake, atoke hapa aende place nyingine, lakini this time round kumekauka. Akitoka hapa aende huko kumekauka, akitoka hapa aende huko kumekauka,
na through hiyo process ya kutoka hapa kienda huko kwingine
anachoka. Hii ndio unapata saa zile wana move na watoto wao, mtoto amechoka, amezidiwa, hakuna maji ya kukunywa, ameenda. And this is a life of someone that can be saved with only like, tuseme 5 shillings per person, up even at a shilling. How many Kenyans are we?
We are
like over 50 million Kenyans.
Now we're 50.
Over 50 million Kenyans.
But man, kitu inaanzaga tu na hawa kubwa.
The government, we are not saying like they're not to saying they're not working. They are really trying, because Rigiji the other day ali omba msaada, the next day nikaona chopa imeenda pale, chakula imepelekwa.
Mimi napenda Rigiji sana, personality yake ni bamba sana.
Ni mse mwenye ako evil straight, yani ako open evil.
Because first of all, the first thing that amazes me about Rigiji is that he's a farmer. He doesn't hide about being a farmer. Meaning the next day he can come to the government na suti yake safi na gumboots. Na gumboots ametoka shambani. And there's nothing you can tell.
Akuje parliament. Akuje parliament na gumboots ametoka shambani.
I always impredict, like you cannot, this guy manze normal, yo ni bamba tu.
So we are really appealing to like health in a matter. As much as tuna like we are trying, unajaribu kujifinya. Unajaribu kufinya mtu mwingine. Angalia tu maisha ya huyu mtu, jiweke kwa nini yake.
No, it's so sad, but for me, if also the government could do something, how comes tunaweza kuwa dam inatengenezwa, hydroelectric dam inakosesha maji kukuja Lake Turkana? What about that? What are they doing about that? Or is there anything that, like, is there nothing that can be done about that thing? Because
and I'm very sure, and I'm really sure that hii nini ikianza kutengenezwa hii dam,
there were talks between
kulikuwa na talks
government and the government.
Right? They were sure, like walikuwa na information that this was going to happen.
And I know like a majority of Kenyans don't have this information that there is a dam being made in Ethiopia, which takes a lot of water from River Omo, the main supplier of water to Lake Turkana. So I don't know if people have that information, but that's what's really that's happening. So, of course, if something like that happens, I'm sure they usually have talks between this other government and this government. So, and for it to happen, it means that
they came to an agreement.
They came into an agreement. So, what was in for us?
And then another question, then I have. Most of the time, ukiona these people that are dying, unapata like they are a low class. You can't tell me that hakuna leaders, hakuna MPs, hakuna MCAs, hakuna watu wenye wako middle class ama high class wenye wanaishi huko na hawajakufa, that is.
Hivyo ndo kuna kuanga bro.
So,
Me hata hizo
hii-
areas zingine I usually sit and ask myself, do these areas have representatives?
Yeah.
Starting from MCAs, MPs. How do those guys, like, how do they go to those kind of areas to convince them to wapigiange kura, yet wanaona conditions zenye wase wanaishi nazo? I'm like,
when you look at those places, some zingine, there was a time I traveled there. Ukiangalia hizo vitu, like unaangalianga tu ma videos zenye zinatoka huko, they are not appealing, and there are watu wenye wanatoka hapo, representatives wao, au ma MCA venye umesema, ma MCA, ma MP, ma governors and the national government.
yeah.
Wanajua how the condition. So what I normally ask myself, how are representatives wow? How are representatives wow? Do they stay in those places na hizi mashida pia huwapata mpaka kuna relatives or wao wenyewe pia huwa wanapass?
It's hard to tell, but because me hata enyewe nikiangalia sessions za government, I've never seen, okay, I'm sorry to say, I've never seen, maybe sijawahi ona, mi labda ushawahi ona. Have you ever seen like a representative from like Turkana is speaking up? It's always like of like kina Babu Owino.
The only person that nimewahi ona na nilijua ni huyu alikuanga former ni Council of Governors, alikuwa anasimamia Council of Governors. Huyo ndo peke yake ndo nimewahi muona.
Katuru side za Turkana. Turkana hata mimi sijui kika kuna representative nikiona zile sessions zo happens hapo.
Are they ashamed of the places they are coming from, ama shida inaweza kuwa
ni they ashamed? Kwanza kama ile yenyewe inakaa hivyo, you're the ones who supposed to be speaking out the most. So mimi nashindwa aje. And then now sasa tunaongea kuhusu life za watu. It's very critical.
People are dying. And kids, bro.
Yeah, it's
very innocent kids.
Shouldn't be happening like that.
Like you just see a kid in a photo and you're like,
is
that Kenya?
What's annoying the most is that every year we have to like experience this kind of situation.
There must be a disaster.
Most of the time it's usually Turkana. You want to tell me there's never been a leader who has ever tried to come up with a sort of a solution? Because I'm waiting to nimesikia for the longest time, like every year.
And to be honest with you, Dennis, Turkana would have been the leading the leading county yenye juu Turkana kuna time, I think it's in 2017 or 2018 kulikuwa na walipata mafuta, oil. Yes. Walikuwa na mafuta, and then that story ilienda ikaisha tu hivyo.
I was coming to speak of oil and this your story ilifikanga
ilikuja tu ikaisha hivyo. Nilikwambia that's the time I heard about this Turkana governor. Alikuwa anaitwa nani? Nanok.
How comes me pia nimechanganyikiwa honestly bro.
So Turkana would have been one of the richest counties.
And where does the oil goes?
I don't know, because sijui hiyo story ukifuatilia.
And how does it even help?
Hiyo story ukifuatilia vizuri pia you won't get a good information. So
pia mimi watanifinya.
You want to get a good information. So that's why you get that mostly watu waongeleleange history ya mafuta yenye ilikuwa.
Unaona kama sasa like imejolta akili yangu since mention.
So most of if you get, people do not talk about hii mafuta ya Turkana. And then what again, let me tell you something, Dennis.
So mko na mafuta lakini watu wanakufa.
Na
tunajua mafuta ndio
let's talk about country kama Saudi Arabia, country kama Kuwait. Those are the most leading countries wenye wako na mafuta, na mafuta imefanya wako very wealthy.
Most of these Gulf countries they are
ni mafuta tu they depend on.
Hata si maji.
Ni mafuta they depend on.
They don't have farms, they don't have all those things that make a country like being in a prosperity.
That's why sometimes tunakuja tunasema greed. Unapata greed ndio inafanya wakubwa wetu wanakuwa hivyo.
Anyway guys, all that said and done, I'm sure we can always do something, and unfortunately we've come to the end of our show, as Mr. Derek has said before. So with you again, it's Dennis aka Mr. 23. So welcome guys again. See you next time on another topic, another series. I hope you have a nice weekend. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much once again, Dennis, for joining me, man. But I believe as Kenyans, there's something that we can always do. Usikae tu hapo nyumbani and then you just feel comfortable yet someone is outside hasikii poa. Let's do something. Let's hata kama ni contribute shilingi mbili. Let's contribute so that the life of someone somewhere can be saved. Like I've always told you, this PNJ podcast is always about health matters. Because we care about your life, and I know you also care about your life. So as much, you see the way you care about your life, inafaa pia you care about someone's life hivyo. So let's do something. Let's make sure, let's just try and contribute something so that we can help those that are in Turkana and are suffering. We really thank you so much, guys, for having joined us since the start, and we are now finishing the show. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time on our podcast. Kama kawaida, make sure that umevaa sweater, umekuwa hii ni time ya winter, huku kumeanza kukua baridi. So make sure umevaa sweater so that you maintain a good health. All right? Make sure umevaa sweater, you keep it warm, you maintain a good health. Thank you so much for joining. Kama kawaida, kama dawa, PNJ show, PNJ podcast. Until next week, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you soon.
And finally, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.